Okay, so I wanted to do a quick state of the collection for 2024. I know it's 2025, but I've been seeing a lot of state of the collections on here, so I decided to do one of my own. I've only got 5 watches, but figured I'd give it my 2 cents because what the heck, I've got a YouTube channel, so who cares? This is my watch box here. It's wood, it's got glass on it. Very simple. Got some spots for EDC and other stuff up here, room up there, so let's get started up here on the top left. This is a watch that I got from my uncle. He passed away in 2009, 2010 of cancer, and this is one of the watches he had. He was in the banking industry, and I am in the banking industry now, so pretty cool to have. It's a Citizen EcoDrive titanium, and it's not running. The EcoDrive module in it, I think, needs to be replaced. I've already replaced the battery 3 different times, and the only thing I can manage to get it to do is to tick twice. And if you put it in a windowsill for like, a day and a half, 2 days, 3 days, it still just ticks twice. So I think the EcoDrive module needs to be replaced, but yeah, I need to get to that at some point. It's a pretty good watch, very thin. I like the dial on it. It looks really cool. It's a day-date, and yeah, it's a pretty good watch. Not necessarily my style of bracelet. It is kind of an integrated bracelet on there, but about 36 millimeters and extremely thin, very light because of the titanium, well built, and it's a good watch. And I won't ever get rid of it, won't ever sell it. It was a sentimental piece to me because of my uncle. He does have a Seiko as well that's somewhere in storage that my aunt tells me, so I'll have to get that out at some point, but it's like buried somewhere, so I'll have to get that at a later time. Okay, so moving on, the next watch here. This is a Timex Expedition Indiglo from the 2000s. It's about 37 millimeters big, and this is another sentimental watch of mine. This is my first ever watch, and this one's not beat up because this isn't the actual watch that I had, but the one that I had broke many, many years ago and was thrown away. So I went out and bought this, found it on eBay, used for about 20 bucks, I think. And very happy that I got it, my first ever watch. It's got the Indiglo function, which is pretty cool if you hold the crown down. Easy to read, it's got the date, quartz with a red second hand, and it's kind of like a field watch. I've put this strap on here, pretty nice NATO strap, 19 millimeters, but 18 millimeter lugs, 19 millimeter NATO. But yeah, it works well, and it's a good field watch. I wear it sometimes, very thin, works well on a NATO strap. The leather strap that it came on, not good at all. So I got rid of that, thrown that away first day and put on this NATO. So great watch, sentimental. It was my first ever watch that I had that got me into this hobby. So great brand, Timex, American history. So obviously they use a lot of cheap quartz Japanese movements, but they're great watches to get you if you want, get you started in a hobby, or if you want something cheap, great watch. I've got a Barton 18 millimeter strap rubber that I put on it sometimes as well if I don't want to wear it on the NATO. So yeah, this is a good watch, and I won't get rid of it. Like I said, my first ever watch. Okay, so this third one here is a Tissot PR100 Powermatic 80 from 2018. This was my first ever mechanical watch that my dad bought me. My dad and my stepmom bought me for graduating college in 2018. So very nice of them to do that. It is my first, like I said, first mechanical. It's got the Powermatic 80 hours of power reserve because they slow down the beat rate. Everyone obviously gets mad because the Powermatic 80 has plastic parts in it, but I really don't care. It's the thought that counts. You can see it's got the see-through case back in there. Very nice looking. This strap that I put on it is from the Heritage 1938 Tissot. Very nice and supple, very nice leather. It feels nice quality. I called up the swatch group and got it because I like the brown color of it. So not original to this watch, but it is an original Tissot strap on here as well. It's got the Heritage logo on there. So yeah, very nice. I only wear it as a dress watch or special occasions. I do have another Barton Elite strap. It's red and black because the Tissot colors, the box that it came in is red and black. So if I want to kind of dress it down, wear it as a daily watch, I'll put it on this Barton 20mm strap with the red on the bottom, black on the top, and that works well. I do have the bracelet for it as well here. This is the original bracelet. It actually has polished center links, but I brushed them, so it's a fully brushed bracelet. Just not a huge fan of the bracelet. It's got a stamped clasp. It's not milled or anything like that. It's kind of jangly. Not a huge fan of this on the bracelet, but it wears well on as a dress watch on the leather strap. So very nice. Sentimental piece. My first ever mechanical watch from a Swiss brand, Swiss company, Tissot. I think a lot of people have respect for them, so I'm happy with it. Okay, so watch number 4 is my G-Shock. It is an analog G-Shock, AWG, I believe, 100. It says it on the back here. Yeah, AWG 100 up there. So this watch is my beater watch, and everyone, I think, has got to have a G-Shock in their collection if they're a watch enthusiast. It is a beater watch. They're bulletproof, God tier watch. Everybody, even if you've got a Patek Philippe or a Rolex or AP, whatever, you got to have a G-Shock. Somebody, if you're going out, working out, gardening, you know, you're swimming, going at the beach, this is a fantastic watch for that. Story behind this one, I didn't have a watch at the time. This was in 2014, I believe. I was working at a car dealership as a porter, and somebody that was also working as a porter with me was saying, hey man, you need a watch. And he gave me this. It's about worth about $150, brand new, if you find it on the Casio website today. So it's pretty nice of them to give me this. Solar powered, multi-band 5. I know this is a little bit older. The newer ones are multi-band 6, but it's got the resin band, resin case. I put this through a lot of stuff, a lot of sweat, grime, and it's never had a single problem. It obviously is radio controlled. It's got the digital right there with analog. I like this one because it has the analog hands on there. They do have some lume, but obviously just use the light on there. So yeah, this works very well. And this band looks brand new because it is. I put a brand new band and surround on there. The last one, like I said, absolutely destroyed. It was all shiny and stuff and had tears, and one of this keeper was broke on there, so this was flapping when I put it on my wrist. But yeah, anytime I'm going out outside, you know, going on walks, going on working out or anything like that, very light, very comfortable. It does sit big. It's most G-Shocks, unless you get the square or something, will sit big, but I don't mind that. I think it's a good compromise to have the analog. I like just to glance sometime and look at the hands. Also, you got digital right there, and there's a ton of other functions, you know, alarm, beeps, and it's got a timer and a stopwatch and stuff, but I don't really ever use those. Solar powered, obviously, and like I said, multi-band 5, so it's got the radio controlled. Fantastic watch, God tier, you know, great beater watch. Okay, final watch is the daily one I wear most of the time, and my most worn watch. Omega Speedmaster Racing 40. And my most expensive watch, obviously. I did a lot of research to get this and bought it from Japan through Chrono 24. It was used, but man, when I got this, it looked almost brand new. It was, you know, used through Japan on Chrono 24. Got it for about $2,800 total after everything. It was $2,400, and then after the taxes and everything, the shipping, all that stuff, about $2,800. I don't really think you can find a better value for $2,800. You know, obviously Swiss-made, coaxial, chronometer, certified. It's a chronograph. It's got a date function, automatic. Bracelet is great. It's got screwed-in links on there, fully milled clasp, double trigger release on there. Really a fantastic piece, and I love it. I wear it every single day. And yes, it does wear a little bit thick, but in person, it wears a little bit thinner. On camera, it makes it look bigger, but like I said, this is a great watch. It's sapphire crystal, AR coating on both the top and bottom of the crystal. As you can see right here, it's got some scratches on it, but I wear this thing, man. I mean, like, I don't beat it up, but I do wear it. When I got it, it didn't have any scratches on it, and now it does. But you know what? These things are made to be worn, and I wear them. So nice clasp on there. Looks good. You know, fantastic watch. I did buy the rubber strap from AliExpress just to test it out. I don't wear this. I just bought it to test it out to see, you know, hey, it's got the integrated rubber strap that fits on there. It's got the clasp. It looks like it, but even though it says, it's funny, it says Speedmaster, it's missing the D and the M. The OEM one, the Omega one, it's like $700. I'm not spending $700 on this. I said, it's not worth it. It's this clasp makes it fit very thick on the bottom of your wrist, and I didn't really like that, so I just bought this to try it out just to see. Quality's okay on the AliExpress one, but you know, this is like $12 versus $700. So, you know, who's gonna do that? I just ended up getting a whole bunch of Barton straps for it, as I've already got experience with them before. So if I want to switch up my, you know, look, just wear one of these Barton straps on it. You know, black, green, got tan, red, blue, orange as well. So, you know, if I want to switch up the look, I'll just wear one of the Barton straps. So I'm happy with those. Also got the little date pusher here to change the date. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, why not the Speedmaster Professional Moon Watch? Okay, multiple reasons. The Moon Watch is 42 millimeters. This is 40. I know the 42 wears smaller on most wrists because of the lyre lugs. This also has lyre lugs as well. However, Speedmaster, the Professional, just, it's still too big for me, for my wrist, and I needed a date. So the Professional, I have much respect for it. It wears thinner. That manual wind movement, fantastic. It's the one that everybody thinks of when they hear Speedmaster, but I've got the racing and I love it. And you know what? I'm going to do me. This, you know, this whole collection here it's just about me. And there's going to be more watches in the future, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, the Professional, like I said, it's just a little bit too big for me, and I needed a date. And I like the automatic function on this as well. The automatic winding does great. And, you know, like I said, I use the chronograph function a lot. Every time I go to work, there are some things I need to time, and I'll use it to actually time. So I didn't just buy this for the looks. I'm somebody who, I use every one of these watches for what they're meant to do. So, yeah, that's why I chose the Racing 40 versus the Professional. Okay, so that is the current state of the collection that I have right now. As I said before, I'm somebody who I believe in less is more, kind of. So, you know, I'm happy with this right now. Obviously, I do want some more, but I'm somebody who uses each watch for what they're meant to do. This is a daily. I use it to time stuff. This is a beater. I use it, you know, for, like I said, activities where I get all sweaty and stuff, and I use it for what it's worth. I use this as an alternate daily. I'll kind of use it as maybe a field watch, because that's what it is. If you want to go hiking, if you want to do something, you know, use the Timex or whatever. And then obviously, like I said, dress watch, or, you know, if you got to go to a wedding or a funeral or something where you might want to not wear something as thick and maybe flashy as a chronograph, you know, get your dress watch out with a nice leather strap. So I use these for what they're worth. So watches that I want to get in the future, obviously a grail of mine is the Submariner 41. Subdate black 41. I love the brushed bracelet, love the glide lock clasp. You know, it's obviously a dream of mine to get. Other watches that I may get before that, the Longines Spirit Zulu Time 39 GMT is fantastic as well. It's a travel watch, GMT watch. Obviously, you can use the GMT for a ton more functions as well. So that's a good looking watch. I like it. I respect Longines' history. So Longines is a great brand, you know, Swiss brand, part of the Swatch Group as well. So I respect that. One of the Grand Seikos, I can't think of the reference number, looks good as an alternate daily. One of the quartz or even some of the mechanical Grand Seikos look good. The 37 millimeter models, they look great as well. So those are just a few that I like. Obviously, we all know that this hobby, you know, it consumes us. It changes you seem to change your mind every 2 days or 2 weeks or whatever. So it's just fun. I collect what I like. This is a very small collection. I'm by no means like, oh, this is a fantastic collection or anything like that. Small, modest, and yeah. Feel free to sound off in the comments. Did this video suck? Was it great? Did you enjoy it? What's your collection? What do you think of my collection? What should I add next? And anyways, see you next time. Thanks.